For a challenge, I created a Nomad character so strong she can single-handedly destroy hordes and survive impossible odds. But even though her travels were far from easy and straightforward so far, Strong Woman finally made it to the outskirts of West Point, with Louisville Airport and her extraction looming just ahead. Alas, Wayne June was right. Overconfidence is a problem. Even though the final goal is just ahead, the most crucial part of her journey comes next. She has to be careful, she has to stay safe, and she has to tackle one problem at a time, or risk being a zombie snack mere steps from the finish line. I will make sure she does not become a snack. But we do have one small problem here. Strong Woman is on the wrong side of West Point from where we want to be, which means I'm now gonna have to push through half of the city to get where I want to be. But luckily the street seems to be decently empty here, with some small roadblocks and some more roadblocks. But to be honest, that was surprisingly straightforward. And I'm already where I would prefer to be at this point, and this seems extremely empty. I don't know exactly what's happening here. West Point is usually known for being extremely overpopulated, but this shit right here is just empty. Oh, that is a pretty good find though. Look at those calories. Strong Woman's gonna nom on a whole stick of butter. Yeah, that's more like it. I've never seen this area so empty, which means that probably the rest of the town is gonna be extremely full. But you know what? I'm gonna gladly take this opportunity to refuel, and then I will continue exploring. Now usually with high population on this highway down here, you'll be hitting hordes soon. And looks like the gas station here is slightly more populated. But just the gas station. This area here is once again decently empty, and this is where I want it to be. It is strange to see such an uneven spread of Zeds around here, although some have now arrived, but these should not really be a problem for Strong Woman. And indeed, they were not. Well, I guess there's a couple more here. We have attracted most of the gas stations, it seems. We have attracted some Zeds from the gas station, it seems, but not nearly as many as I'd expected. Now, let's see what we really have in here. Well, we had nothing in here. I did find a bunch of extra food in the trash, though, and I was able to make this delicious vegetable fried shrimp and mushroom sandwich with soy sauce. Almost better than rodent meat. Now we're gonna move on towards these storage lots, which does seem to have a few more Zeds around, so we'll have to deal with those first. Nothing Strong Woman couldn't handle. Now come on over, boys. There's a party here. Now the main building here seems like it was looted already, and here are the possible culprits. But these storage units here seem to be intact still, so I'll go and check them out. There are some hiding inside as well, and I'll need a sledge to open most of these, which I'm not at all sure it's gonna be worth it. Yeah, it wasn't. And this area does seem to be completely looted as expected. So that means we're gonna be moving on. But I do have a slight problem. I'm not sure where it's gonna be safe to spend the night. Surprisingly, the gun store and the Twiggy bar here looks pretty empty. So I'm gonna see if I can make this area safe. The front has been broken in, and of course there's plenty of crap all over the place. But we can also get seriously drunk here. I'm more interested how it looks upstairs though. I could potentially block the stairs and just sleep up here. With very little zombie activity out here, that would be pretty safe. Now fortunately the gun store looks trashed here. Someone must have took the barricades off of these doors and gotten inside. I didn't even know that was actually possible. Luckily the looters left behind a bunch of ammo that I care about, and I can still make it in here into the armory, which was unfortunately completely empty. Never mind then, we're gonna go rest now. Although we do have a small conga line coming at us now. So I'm gonna deal with these bastards first, then we barricade this place, and then we go to sleep. The night was peaceful, so we're gonna continue our exploration right next door. And I want to check this Gigamart. Now there's gonna be some zombies around, of course, so we're gonna have to deal with those, which is something we are of course used to. The only annoying part is that they're not nicely grouped up, they are spread out all across the place. Ooh, I also spotted this Ranger car that I'm gonna check. That is a lovely looking car that can hold even more than our car can. It's got a full set set of performance tires already on it. I think it might be time to switch up again. Although I'll use my current car to explore today, just so I don't break the Ranger car more. I am now very excited by this new prospect. But of course I do want to loot this area first, and I instantly broke my spear. Well, we got more where that came from. Don't worry zombies, I got this. This place actually has a decent amount of food for me, so Strong Woman's gonna be eating good today. I just need to find a place where I can cook this. And all of these lovely zombies I can funnel through this small opening. Just gotta be careful my spear doesn't break, which it instantly did after I said that. So we're gonna just switch to machete for a sec, and then we're gonna deal with them. Now let's see what these guys have in here. I found some more trash food, but that was about it. So we're gonna be moving onwards. And my plan is to skip the main streets here and visit the local police station. I can already imagine that this is gonna be fun. Okay, this was not fun. We're gonna use the shooting again and try to bring all the zombies a bit further away. Then we're gonna be totally sneaky and we're gonna break in from the back. Totally sneaky beaky like. You might have noticed I'm using some more unconventional weapons today. Weapons that I know are not gonna last long in Louisville, but they are still weapons. Well, that one isn't anymore. Now my car seems slightly less popular than it was before, which of course is good. There's still a lot around here, and we have raccoon friends again. As you know, I would never hurt these. Guess we are gonna be eating good today. Let's take a look at this place and see if it's been trashed or not. Probably less than most. There's still probably not gonna be much in here, but I'll take whatever I can get. I'll probably gonna get more from these zombies than anything else. The place is quite full still of zombies coming from everywhere. But let's see what I can find in here. It's not that far to the armory. Just need to be careful not to get jumped by any of these bastards. The armory seems to be intact, which unfortunately doesn't mean much, but we do have an extra magazine for this M9 pistol. There was also a small caliber rifle, but we don't really need that one. So let's be done with this place, which might take a second because I want to recover my raccoon, and these guys won't allow that. Now let's butcher the poor boy. He was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Now let's return to our home base, which is where we're gonna do the good old switcheroo. After I deal with random distractions. Which got my long blade to level 4, so thank you, random distractions. What would Strong Woman do without you? Not much, that's for sure. Good thing I got plenty of fuel for this bad boy. Now let's hotwire here, and we do the big old switcheroo. I'll miss this bad boy, it served us well, but the new one's gonna serve even better. Now it does seem we got some visitors here at our sleeping spot, which is really not allowed. And we're gonna cut down a tree. Now we're gonna start a fire so I can cook my rodents. Well, isn't that cozy? I am gonna put out fire because I don't want this place to burn down. And looks like we're gonna continue having clear skies, which means as we slowly move towards Louisville, no problems with helicopters. West Point surprised Strong Woman with its light zombie presence and the general hospitality of its residents. But sleeping on a bar couch for 2 nights straight was enough for her, and with the major points of interest fully looted, it's time she begins scouting the road leading to Valley Station, her final stop before Louisville. She knows there might be some military blockades nearby, and she knows the ways around might be scarce, but the question remains, is it worth fighting for a shorter route or risk the long way around? Well, let's be real, I don't necessarily want to risk anything, so I'm just gonna inflate my tires before I leave. And then we look for the way out. As suspected, there's a lot of burned wrecks on the bridge, but we can push through here and take the railway bridge. There's a group of zombies here, but otherwise the road seems clear. It seems like this blockade did not survive the Build 42 update, probably because there's a new gas station right here. Well, that makes things easier for Strong Woman, and we can continue onwards to glory. I'll be taking the side roads, not the highway, and there are 2 reasons for that. First, there's a couple of places I want to explore here in Valley Station, and no, not the big mall. And second, since we do have a sledgehammer, I don't need to take the front entrance to Louisville. That place is so full of zombies, it's not even funny. So first we're gonna check the shooting range today. If it's not fully looted, there might might be some useful stuff we can find here. Of course, mostly what I'm looking for is ammo. It does look like it's been trashed though, but you never know what looters might have left behind in their hurry to escape. Oh, that's a full-on box. Let's go. To be honest, getting that one full box is more than I expected, so I can easily say this place was a success. Next, we're gonna check the hunting lodge and hopefully dislodge this zombie from my car. Looks like the hunting lodge is pretty popular though. No worries, we'll deal with it. I'd rather not use crowbar outside of Louis anymore, but swinging this big axe might tire Strong Woman. Actually, what am I even talking about? This is Strong Woman. She is the absolute MVP. She never gets tired, even if her axe breaks. So come on in, zombies. She is ready. No matter how many you throw at me, she's gonna handle them all. Alright, she does have a little bit of muscle strain now, so we're just gonna chill in the car. And then we continue, once again, one more time into the fray. By the way, she has now killed way over 6,000, which I think is pretty impressive, to be honest, especially since she's using melee mostly. No wonder her hands might hurt sometimes. This is a lot of swings she needs to get in. Now, fortunately, this place looks pretty looted. We'll see if we can get lucky with anything at all here. Oh, there's a box of 556, that's good. But that was mostly it. There are a bunch of zombies in the back as well. I'm not sure if it's safe to stay in here. Yeah, there's a lot here. Not a place where I'd want to get stuck inside. I'd rather go check these bodies for potential loot. Alas, no luck. Now, we're just gonna move to this small town next door. So much for a small town with all these zombies here. Looks like quite a lot of people actually lived here. So now I have to deal with these guys as well. Strong Woman cannot catch a break. Yeah. Small town for sure. Oh well, I started the work, I will finish the work now. I might need more than just a nightstick for this group, especially because that nightstick broke. But I got another. This is why we raided so many police stations on the way here. These things are killers. And I guess that should do for now. Now I'm gonna make sure that these bedrooms are safe, because this is where I want to spend the night. I'm even gonna take these stairs out and make sure there's no zombies left in the back. Then we're gonna block this walkway, and then we can safely chill here for the night. The night was peaceful, which means we can continue onwards. And since I mostly already cleared this area, I'm just gonna check the bar next doors. When I said I mostly already cleared this area, I thought I did a better job, really. Clearly, I did not. So I'm gonna have to fix this now. It's so weird that this really tiny little town almost has more zombies than West Point did. Really not something I expected. Now, let's see what we got in here. I'll take your crappy food. As for the rest, not really worth it. So now we leave this tiny little town, and next we're gonna stop at the storage units here and see if there's anything useful here. They all seem open, they all seem looted, to be honest. So not sure how much I'll be able to find in here. Well, I did find the looters. Maybe they'll have something for me. Oh, but I did find something amazing here. That's the third antique katana now. Strong Woman is getting ready for Louisville. That's the last of them, and that badminton racket is all there was here. From here on, I'm actually going to be moving towards the Louisville entrance, but I'm not actually going all the way there. My plan was to stop right here at this small warehouse. Of course, I expected to fight for it. It looks like most of the zombies are still stuck on the parking lot over there. So I'm just gonna take care of these couple, and then we're gonna break in. The good thing is, this doesn't seem looted. There are zombies in here, as you would expect, so I just need to quietly deal with these guys, and then I'm gonna let some light in. It does sound like there's a bunch of zombies stuck above me, so I'm gonna have to go and deal with those as well, plus all of these guys that are coming through here. Ah, here they come. There's still one more here, and then one more, and now we can loot. With so many boxes here, there's bound to be something good I can find. And actually, I have found a lot of stuff. I got a garden fork, a shovel, 2 claw hammers, and a pickaxe. Plus, we also have these antique boots, and you know I gotta wear these. Now, with this done, we're gonna go on the back roads, and I'm gonna go search for the backdoor entrance to Louisville. Just need to squeeze through. I could actually take this road up here. That was where Strong Woman entered Louisville back in Build 41. If you haven't seen that one, there's like a 3-hour video of how I survived 1 year. And it was a pretty wild year with insane zombie population. Now, I need to avoid this insane zombie population. And then we're gonna take this road up this way. Because there's giant farm. Up here is probably where we're gonna be spending the night. But I just wanted to drive a bit further on, just to check what awaits us on the morrow. It looks like there are some here that had the idea that getting into Louisville might be great. Turns out they all turned into zombies instead. And now they are in my way. And we can't have that now, can we? But this right here is the entrance proper, and there's no zombies here? There's literally no zombies at the military checkpoint? What the hell is going on? These population settings are getting weirder by the day. In any case, we know where to go in the morning. But I definitely do not want to crack that one open before I have a good night's sleep. So, we'll rest here. And by here, I mean by this house. Which does have some zombies around. Surprisingly, more than at the military checkpoint. Who'd have seen that one coming? Oh, and these bastards have killed all the chicken. You will pay for that. Oh, there's a lot more here. Come on over then. Let's have a party. Looks like the house is pretty full. I gotta make sure it's safe. I can hear there's still some zombies inside. So they're either in the basement or upstairs. Well, I'm glad there is nothing in the basement. This looks creepy as fuck. So upstairs it is. Alright, this place is now safe. So I'm gonna have a good old rest. And then it's finally time for Louisville. Well, I'm surprised we didn't see any zombies at the military blockade yesterday. I cannot say I'm mad because of that. In fact, it makes my job here that much easier. And now we can finally say we enter the Louisville area. I can see the first residents here, and I will welcome them with open arms. Or I guess with a garden fork. Potato, potato, you know. Now let's see if they left behind anything here. Well, they did. That wasn't much, but it's better than nothing. Now, let's go further to the northeast and let's check out the other military areas. It is starting to get a bit more populated here, which means my car is about to get ruined. Not something I really want. So instead, I'm just gonna kill these guys, while those over there work on breaking the fence. Well, good luck to them. I don't think they will succeed. Now, while they break that shit down, I'm just gonna check these boxes here. And I'm also gonna climb the watchtower, which also doesn't have anything in it. So, we move further on. Or maybe we do not. I really don't want to completely break my car. So instead, let's break some zombies. Yeah, that's gonna be a long road to manually clear. But better go one zombie at a time than leave my car a wreck. Luckily, these guys have spread out nicely, so they're not that hard to deal with. Although all of those banging on the fences are making Strong Woman slightly upset, which I guess is only natural. My problem is, for some of these, I don't know which side they're on. Well, they're never really on my side, are they? Hey, that was a new level in Spear, so that is also a bonus. What is not a bonus is that my fork broke, so that new Spear level doesn't really mean much anymore, does it? Well, that should clear up the road a bit. I'm gonna get the car now. And we're gonna have to deal with this problem. If only my hatches weren't breaking. Ah, now that's better. Also, my ear's gonna be ruined from all this banging from these zombies. But at least these guys will be quiet soon. Can't say I'm a fan of all these zombies going north there, like they know there's an entrance. Because that entrance is very far away. They can't know. But if they do, that might be a problem. And I'm suddenly gonna be on a timer. Now, just a few left over here. Don't get up, buddy. Yeah, just a few, and then we can loot this. And I can just hope these guys don't get any reinforcements. Although it's not for the lack of trying, all these zombies banging. Also, I'm surprised what a low amount of actual military zombies there is here. I was hoping for some more. Unfortunately, this was all empty. So, no luck with the military. Now, me and my ruined car, we're gonna go further deep into Louis. Not too deep, of course, but just a bit further in so I can find a farm where I can spend the night and do some much needed mechanics on this car. We're gonna be leaving through here, and we're gonna be taking a right down here towards a remote farm. I was not expecting there's gonna be so many zombies here at this roadblock, and since I don't want them following me down here, I'm gonna take care of them. What is a few extra for Strong Woman's count. She is slowly closing on 7,000 kills now, and she's gonna go much higher than that. Hopefully this is the final group here, because I'm expecting I'm gonna have to clear the farm as well. And the hour grows late, so I don't wanna spend the whole night here. It was, after all, not the last group here. Just one more crowd to deal with, then we go. Then we really go. Now we really go. Okay. Well, we're gonna have a couple more here, but then we'll finally have some peace and quiet. Just this one last group, Strong Woman. I promise, just one last group today. And then there's gonna be so many more groups in Louisville. But at least she's gonna be well rested. At least that is the dream. Ooh, I found a new shovel on one of the zombies. And I found a couple more zombies out here. Now this place is pretty broken. There's plenty of trash upstairs as well. But there's a nice bedroom here we can use. Rest up and get ready for Louisville tomorrow. It's right there. Louisville beckons, and beyond it, Strong Woman's salvation. But big city also means big danger, and it wouldn't do to screw up at the last hurdle. So she has to be careful. She has to take it one step at a time and not push too hard. But at the same time, she needs to loot some dangerous points of interest, just so she can load up on weapons and ammo that she'll need to crack open the airport itself.